You know, there's always fine reading, you know what I'm saying? Fine current reading from October 1982. Goodness gracious. Crochet World. DwreckTV. Hey, look. They got camouflage. They got camouflage on. I was gonna try to catch them.
I feel like I'm sitting in the line of fire right now.
I got you, I promise. I think you're more inspired. That's why
Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's Dwreck. Welcome back to DwreckTV. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. So if I didn't get to y'all yet, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, or late Thanksgiving, because yesterday had a great time with family, great family time and everything, especially with cousin Max and mom and dad. And big surprise from my grandma. I hadn't seen her in quite some time, and especially on Thanksgiving times and Christmas times, is like getting to see her again was like a big surprise. So, if everybody's got to see their family for Thanksgiving, and it's great to reconnect with family members, especially ones that you haven't seen in a long time. But anyway, that's it for my personal life. Now we're getting into professional life. We're getting into I'm going to be drawing Wolverine of the X-Men. And Wolverine is a character that I've never drawn, of course, but drawing him is going to be very, very fun. And a lot of people love Wolverine. He's like one of probably the most popular X-Men character of all time. And how will he look? How is he going to stack up to all the other ones that I've drawn? Let's get to it right here, right now. Let's get to Wolverine, Mr. Logan. There he is, Wolverine, all drawn up. I think it came out looking pretty good, don't y'all think? But let's see how he's gonna look once he's all inked up and colored up. These. All right, let's go with number 8. Let's ink up Wolverine. Tell you what, drawing Wolverine was actually pretty fun. Compared to all the other characters, I think Wolverine was actually a lot easier than I was anticipating. I'd say the hardest one to draw out of all of these had to have been Storm. Yeah, Storm, as simple as her designs were, she just had a lot going on. She had a lot going on with her. But Wolverine was actually a lot easier than I was anticipating. He's just very, very sharp, very muscular, very manly, if you will. Wolverine's definitely a man's man. Almost like Batman in a way. He's got this and he's got the jaw and everything. He's got that jaw. You can take a punch, just like Gambit and just like Cyclops. They can take a punch. Let's bring this jaw around right here. There we go. I have that manly jaw. That looks way better now. This jaw like that. We'll fix it up in post. Mount. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z definitely helped me out with teeth. Yeah, that should do it. He does look like Batman in a way. It's like Batman with almost like cat ears, but it's like Wolverine ears, something like that. It does look like Batman. And also was good with drawing Dragon Ball Z characters and especially wrestlers is that it helped out a lot with their bodily proportions, the muscles, the anatomy, if you will. Drawing the chests and such, and the collarbones. Tense. Very tense. Wolverine is. And his suit is very appealing. Not like the movie versions where it's just all black and such. It's very bland. But like I said, X-Men characters, the way they were drawn in the original cartoon, the comic books and such, they're made to be very appealing. They look very appealing, especially to boys and some girls. If girls want to get into it, they got Jubilee, they got Rogue, they got Storm. But for the boys, they got Wolverine, they got Cyclops and Gambit and Beast and Professor X. All them characters. So X-Men's got something for everybody. Got some for boys and for girls, which is pretty cool. And trying to draw a fist like this, sometimes I gotta do it my own hand. Gotta go like that. So see how the wrinkles are on my hands, how like that, it's gotta go like that. So boom, see, like that. Close enough. I'm not impressing nobody. And some people probably say, why don't you go like all out with details and such? I draw the hell I want to draw. You want characters looking like perfect anatomies, perfect muscle textures and everything. Get someone else to do it. I like my designs simple, straightforward, and to the point. Like, yeah, they're gonna have some muscles on them, but I'm not gonna go like all out with like muscle tones and muscle like definitions. I just put whatever's necessary. I'm not gonna go all out with all that. Don't need to. Especially like with growing up with cartoon characters, how characters' arms look very much like rubber. Like they're very lanky. Not lanky, but like, for example, like let's take Rocco. How, I know I'm going off course. How a regular arm would be drawn, like some characters would be drawn like the arms would be like this. They got the bicep and the shoulder arms and such. I know this is kind of, or like, let's just go like this. Like a biceps. And the tricep and everything, and the shoulder. It's just a rough draft. And characters, or like how they want to swing the arm around, just go like this. yeah, because having to go detail, especially in something like very minor, it helps out a lot. Now let's get back to Wolverine. Alright, let's see. Yeah, just like this, just like that. That should do it. Here we go. Yeah, because I know I drew it out like that, but that was more of like a rough draft, because if you put it a ruler, this helps out a lot too. Like even it out, just like that. And where his forearms meet his elbows, and his biceps, and even his outfit. Gotta make sure it's all even. You don't want nothing to be out of whack. See his fist, my left hand, and his fist. So it's gotta be like that. So really, because the difference between that, how his fist is gonna be drawn compared to a real fist. So it's gotta be like that. Okay. It'll be like that because it's at this kind of angle. Because see how my fist is like that, but his fist like that, it's gotta be like this. Just like that, so his claws can come out. So it's like that. And also trying to draw this right here. Not very hard, it's just gotta mirror it, if you will. Just like that. I know it might be hard for a lot of people to do, like trying to mirror a fist right here. You gotta go right here. So it's like, okay, so his thumb is on that side of his hand, so his left thumb's gotta be on that side. So gotta do like that, and then do like this. See? And you gotta stay. Just gotta make sure everything lines up when it comes to things like this. What you call anatomy, kids. All right, this is gonna be a little tough. His claws. Because these things are sharp and very, very. This is what Wolverine is all about. This is what makes Wolverine. You know, this is what makes Logan Wolverine. Yeah, I can go behind there. There you go. I gotta draw it on this side because, like I said, drawing on one side but going the other way is gonna make it come out bad. So I'll do it like this. I'd say this is probably the hardest part of drawing Wolverine is his claws. Because one false move could be very, very detrimental. Okay, I think that's pretty good, don't y'all think? It gets the point across. Yeah, next. Yeah, drawing Wolverine was definitely not hard to do at all. Not a hard character to draw. He is really quite easy. Because all he is just a lot of sharpness. Very sharp character. Got his horns, or his Wolverine ears, his claws are sharp. His design's very sharp, as opposed to like something simple like Cyclops or Gambit, or even the female characters for that matter. He's definitely the sharpest of the X-Men. At least of the ones that I've drawn so far, he's a very sharp character. And it used to be tough for me to draw like the knees, like the tricep muscles underneath the knees, but it's so good. I'm gonna have to start drawing like some wrestlers, because I already did Hulk Hogan. I wouldn't mind doing others. Alright, Wolverine's all been inked up. Now, I'm going to erase them up and then make a copy for my wife, and then I'm gonna get to coloring them. Alright, he's all erased up. Now, let's color Logan. Or just call him Wolverine. Let's call him Wolverine, people. That's what he is. That's what he is. One thing I really don't like about most superhero movies, especially in recent superhero movies, is they always have their mask off. Like, why do we have the mask off? Trying to make the characters look humanized. We want to be human. We'd be relatable. Get over it, people. Superheroes, if they have a mask, they need to have the mask on, not off all the freaking time. Because it kills the purpose of their character. Like, this is Wolverine. This isn't Logan. And then they made a whole freaking movie called Logan. Like what are we doing, people? But I don't want to complain about superhero movies anymore. I'm so tired of it. But X-Men characters, I really like them. I really like drawing them. Would Wolverine have been my favorite? Probably, but so many people like Wolverine. It's like, I like something else other than what other people like. Cyclops is a good character, and Gambit's a good character too. Wolverine is good, but too many people like him, so I just let other people like him. Not a bad character, very fun character to draw. It's just I think the fans made X-Men more of Wolverine than anything. It's like Wolverine and Friends almost. But Wolverine's always a hothead, almost like Raphael in the movies and later interpretations of the Ninja Turtles. I don't mind the hothead characters, but not really. I don't really care for the hothead characters. I like the optimistic leader characters, if you will, like Leonardo and sometimes Cyclops and the Red Ranger and later the White Ranger. I like characters like that. Alright, let's get to... I'm using Artist Loft, and for that, other ones I'm using the really good stuff. If you wonder what it is, the box is right here. You can pick these up at your local Michael's craft stores. Really good stuff. Alright, let's get to the rest of his outfit, shall we? Oh, you know what? I think I messed something up. Let's fix this up. There we go. Now he looks like Wolverine. There we go. I know I was forgetting something, ladies and gentlemen. I know I was forgetting something. I was like, he looks weird. Nope, I just forgot to add those little bitty details. I got that. Now I gotta get the rest of his body up all right here. So this one I'm gonna do. Since it's gonna be a lot. Yeah, one of my niece's husband was asking me about all my drawings that I've been doing, especially of the X-Men as of late. He was asking me if I ever sold any. Like, sold? I wouldn't mind selling some. I wouldn't mind selling some art, so if anybody wants to do like a commission, I'm very much open, and we can negotiate prices. But I've actually thought about opening art commissions and everything. I really would not mind doing that. DwreckTV's art commissions. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind drawing for money. But I don't want people thinking like, he's all about the money, he's all this, all that. I thought you were doing it for free, man. Hey, if you guys something, never do it for free. And if y'all want me to draw something for y'all, if you're watching this, if you want me to draw something, hit me up on the DMs. Or leave a comment below. We can negotiate some things. I'm up for negotiations, but I'm not selling myself short, because drawing these, yeah, I love doing this for fun. But if y'all want me to draw something for y'all, I will do it for a price. I'm not doing nothing. I will not draw something like this for anybody for free. Did that before. I'm not doing that again. But I do love drawing. I do love it, but don't ever take me for granted. Don't think of that, I'm just gonna do this for free. No, I would not do this for free for anybody. Not even my own wife. But I think I've told this story before. Someone asked me if I can draw a certain character in Marvel style, and I didn't say nothing to them. I just stopped talking to them, because if y'all want me to draw these kind of characters in a Marvel style, no, I'm not drawing anything like Marvel. I draw my style. If I'm gonna draw a Marvel character, I'm gonna draw him my way, just like I've done with Wolverine. Just like what I've done with the last few X-Men characters that I've been drawing for the last few months. I draw them my way, and they come out way better than what anyone would ever make them come out to be. I make my characters look appealing. I make my characters look cool to look at and not an eyesore. So there's that. Y'all want me to draw something that looks like it'll be out of pages of a Marvel comic book? Go ask them to draw it for you, because I'm not doing that. And yes, I do have standards too, so where I draw and what content that I draw. The contents of what I wouldn't draw very many things, but if it's something that that I can draw and what I am able to draw, I'll do it. All right, yellow's done. Let's get but like I said, I'm willing to negotiate, but if I set a price, I don't want people complaining about my prices. Oh, he's all about the money. Well, y'all ask me to draw it, that's my price. You pay up for it, I'll take payments, but you better come through with them payments. Like the last person that I did a commission for, he took almost 6 months just to make 4 payments. I said, I'm never doing this again. Y'all can either pay me in full, or y'all better come through with payments. Because I am a patient person, but don't ever try my patience. But like I said, I do love to draw. I've been saying that for months now. Almost this whole year, I've drawn, and I love it. Will I ever start doing the rest of the top 10 games on each system? I will. It's just, and I know I've been holding off on doing a top 10 PlayStation 5 video. That's because the PlayStation 5 is still kind of ongoing, and there's some games that I have yet to play that I just feel like if I did a top 10 PlayStation 5 games now, I'd feel like I'm missing out on a lot of games that should have been on the list. So that's why that's taken so long for me to do. Because if I'm going to do a top 10 PlayStation 5 games, I want to be able to play the games that I've wanted to play on it. And the fact, like I said, it's still an ongoing system, so there's still some games that I've yet to play. I do have some lists down, but like I said, there's still some that I've yet to play. That I want to play those before I make my final decision on the video. As far as Xbox goes, yes, I do have top 10 of the Xbox. I will get to those as well, but I want to do the PlayStation 5 first before I get to Xbox. As far as Sega systems go, I probably won't do a top 10 Sega right now, because I never really played that many Sega games on Sega Genesis or even Sega Saturn or Sega Dreamcast. I probably will, but it's not going to be as exciting as many people would hope, because like I said, I never played that many Sega Genesis games, not that many Sega Dreamcast games that would be considered like a top 10. A lot of them are just kind of mid titles, but who knows, I'll probably get to those too. I'll tell you what, I know I've said this before, but the X-Men characters, not just the X-Men, but like Marvel characters and DC characters and all, they were made, the old style characters, designs are very appealing, very colorful characters. And those artists like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and all those old timers, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They wanted this to be appealing for kids, make it appeal for boys, make it appeal even for girls, and just people that love characters and people that love good art and good storytelling. I love things like that. And not just with the mainstream, but like with independent comic book artists and writers and things like that. Even like the creators of the Ninja Turtles, those guys, both of them were really good. Even guys like Todd McFarlane, when him and his crew started Image Comics. I find things like that fascinating, where they just start their own company and they make their own characters and they own the characters. They don't gotta worry about like their art's not theirs. That's one thing that I don't like about such things. Like when you create a character, you don't own the character, the company owns it. I think that's so stupid. That's why I like to be independent, because I own my own stuff. Like, of course I don't own Wolverine or nothing, but I own this drawing of Wolverine. And the characters that I have made from my comic book projects, I own those characters. And yeah, I do need to get like legal stuff on those before I can even show those off. Because the one thing that would really hurt me would be seeing something that I created be bastardized by other people. Fan art's one thing, but being bastardized, like someone like coming along and stealing that character and making it something that was not intended to be, that would devastate me. Like if I ever create a character and then all of a sudden it starts getting used in ways that I never intended to be, that would be hurtful to me. That'd be very hurtful. Man, this is coming out so good. This is coming out so freaking cool. I could about imagine how some artists in the mainstream, like Marvel, DC, and such, seeing their characters get bastardized by these stupid ass people that have no business being in the comic book or in entertainment industry. People like Gabe Al-Taib. That dude is great. I like him. People like Doug TenNapel. People like Brian Shearer and Elliot Fernandez. And to an extent, Ethan Van Sciver. Those comic book artists, those guys are pretty good, but Ethan Van Sciver is good, but he's very wishy-washy, if you will. And even people like Eric July in the Ripperverse. I really like the Ripperverse characters. I think Ripperverse is pretty cool, but he just needs to stick to doing comic books and writing and getting involved in other people's crap. And people need to, especially certain individuals, need to shut the fuck up. If y'all can't do anything better than what he's doing, then just shut up. That's why I don't get involved in like these e-dramas. It reminds me of back in the early days of YouTube where people just went back and forth over Sonic the Hedgehog characters, Sonic the Hedgehog video games and such, and just stupid stuff. Like, what are we doing, people? What? We was in our 20s at that time, and everybody was arguing over Sonic the Hedgehog or arguing over stupid stuff. Yeah, I'm sure your parents will be very proud of y'all. So glad I never got involved in those e-dramas or getting involved in comic book dramas. Like, people, we need to stop this. We need to. Some people just need to stop, and some people need to shut the fuck up. If you can't do anything, if you can't do better than what they're doing, then shut the fuck up. Go worry about something else. But no. And then you got people on YouTube. They're making their whole life revolving around drama. Talking about politics, talking about other people in different mediums like comic books and movies and music and such. Like, if you can't do any better, shut the fuck up. That's what I gotta say about it. Maybe look what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't really care for Marvel characters, but I'm making them better than what they are look now. I think this Wolverine's coming out really good. This is coming out super good. This looks so cool. I'd rather talk about stuff that I really like as opposed to people that would just want to do things for clicks and for views and crap like that. This is coming out really good. This looks amazing. This looks super cool. I think I did a good job with this Wolverine, don't y'all think? Leave a comment below saying that this came out looking out real good. Oh my goodness, look at this. There we go. Wolverine, people, by DwreckTV. This looks super cool. Yeah. There he is. There he is, Wolverine. Logan, if you will. I think he came out looking super cool. As opposed to the other X-Men characters. Check this out. Just like what all the others, he came out looking real good. Real cool. And he's gonna go up on the wall as well. So, that being said, hope y'all enjoyed this one. Hope y'all enjoyed my rambling about entertainment and crap like that. I know I can do a whole video on talk about things like that, but those people aren't really worth my time at all. But drawing Wolverine, he's very sharp, if you will. He's a very sharp character, and I do like his color scheme, I like the muscles, and he's very manly. But yeah, Wolverine's a real fun character to draw. So that being said, hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving yesterday, and y'all probably still feasting on the leftovers.
Oh boy, leftovers.
That's what I'm about to go do in a little bit. About to go warm up some leftovers from yesterday. So that being said, see you next week for another drawing of an X-Men character. Who it's gonna be? Find out next week. And will I ever get back to doing video game videos again? Yes, I will, but not right now, because I'm on a kick of drawing X-Men characters, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So till then, see y'all next week. Try to hit the slice. Alright, let's wrap this up. This Drek signing out. See you on the flip side. Oh.
You ever felt a cold breeze blow against your cock and balls? Now that's freedom.